Coming to you from his Honda Fit and rated D for dumb, you are listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave.
Better to podcast from a fit than to throw a fit, wouldn't you agree? Here is Dave.
The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2009 Honda Fit. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dave Canyon. Welcome to Dumbing It Down with Dave. Are you ready to dumb it down? All right, let's do it. It is Saturday morning, May 18th. Simmer down. Thank you. That's really, I got to start the show. You keep on yelling and screaming like a 5,000-seat auditorium. I'm never going to get to the show. But I do appreciate the enthusiasm. It's so great on a Saturday morning. A beautiful Saturday morning, Saturday, May 18th. Finally, some sunshine. Yay, sunshine. You know what? I'm not really all that affected by the weather. As a practicing pragmatic, I decided a long time ago, I don't remember when it was, I don't keep a journal, but there was a point in history where I said, I can no longer be that guy that goes, oh, how you like this weather? Isn't it really a bummer? Hey, how do you like this weather? Isn't this great? Oh, I hate snow. Like, as a truck driver, I really have no choice. I have to go to work. Well, I do have a choice of being a truck driver. Doesn't mean I don't have a choice, but I have to go to work. That's just, there's no way around it. I have to go to work. I think did I miss one day in my whole life because of snow? I might have missed one day because of weather. I might have missed one, possibly two, but I really don't recall. So it's that few. You think about 30 years of, 25. Yeah, so whatever, 35 years of being an adult, how little I've missed work because of the weather. So yeah, sometimes it's really hot, sometimes it's really cold, sometimes it's really rainy and windy, and I hate it all. But I come to work. So anyway, I know everybody's really excited about this nice weather here on May 18th on a Saturday in New York. And I've done a lot of shows where I'm on my way home, and I tell you how great the weather is. So another great New York tourism weather day. So come on up to upstate New York. New York City too, yeah, but come to upstate New York. Whatever you think upstate is. North of Yonkers, north of Newburgh, north of Kingston, north of Albany. Everybody thinks that they are in upstate New York. People in Yonkers think they're in upstate. People in Newburgh think they're upstate. People in Plattsburgh think they're in God's country. They call it God's country. I will tell you this, though. When I've been up there, in all my years of driving a bus or driving a truck, when I'm up there, like close to the Canadian border, I do feel a little bit closer to the sky. Every time. Like right now, I'm in Rensselaer, New York. And I'm looking up at the clouds. I go, those are average clouds. I mean, it's totally a sunny day, but there's some clouds. Blue sky, but clouds. That's average height clouds. But when I go upstate, like really, in God's country, the Adirondacks, I do feel like those clouds are bigger and puffier, and I do feel closer to it. It's odd. I know it's not true, but I'm just telling you how I feel. And I know I've been on the phone with my wife when I used to drive a bus for Trailways, and I would say, you know what? It's because she's never really been up there. I go, it's amazing. Every time I come up here and I look at the sky, I go, I feel a little bit closer to the sky. Is it the elevation? Can you possibly be at such an elevation that you feel closer? I mean, obviously, if the clouds are lower. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about today. I do have a long list. I have a laundry list of things that we need to get to. So I can't mess around. So let's thank a new person to the beginning of the show. That would be Linda. Linda from Awesome Insanity Surfers provided the AI voices that started off the show. That's something new and different. And we have a few more things that I'll be playing for you that Linda has created. Linda Irwin from Awesome Insanity Surfers. Yes, I talk about her all the time, and I talk about Awesome Insanity Surfers all the time. That's the type of guy I am. I'm very giving. I love to help other people. A lot of people are very selfish. We talk about that all the time. Or at least I talk about it all the time. And you listen about it all the time. I talk about, you listen about. I talk about selfishness, hosts of shows that are very protective. Oh, I don't want to mention another show. I don't want people to click off of Dumbing It Down with Dave and then look for Awesome Insanity Surfers. First of all, totally two different shows. Way different shows. This is my show, talk show, angst, anxiety, pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. You can tweet me at Dumb with Dave if you want, or email me at dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. You can find me on iTunes and Spreaker and Player FM and Spotify. And it's weird. I'm not on iHeartRadio. I think I still only have the same 59 followers that I had a couple weeks ago when I started talking about getting on iHeartRadio. So I can't seem to get extra people to follow me. So if you're not following me on Spreaker, if you could do that, I really appreciate it. I'd also be happy with a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. But that's not really the crux of the story here. So I have a talk show. And Linda has a sketch show, which is like based on sci-fi comedy, sort of in the vein of Monty Python and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Like that. So I'm totally different. So I love plugging people. I love helping other people. Do I love plugging people? You know what I mean. Hey, don't be disgusting, all right? Calm down. We don't need that here. So anyway, not that there's anything wrong with that. So I asked Linda. I've been thinking about it for a very, very long time. I always had the Alex intro, the Alex Exum intro, alexexum.com. He's the guy that created the first intro and the second intro. And I'm not really thrilled with the second intro because he just says, here's Dave. Who does that? That's like the weirdest thing. Here's Dave. But otherwise, Alex does a great job. And, I never really pushed the issue of having him do another one for me. So, and it just seemed like a perfect thing to do. I'm going to ask Linda, hey, Linda, I know she has a bevy. She has an amazing array of not only AI voices, artificial intelligence. If you don't know what AI is, artificial intelligence. She also has a lot of characters that she does. So we're going to start incorporating, well, really based on whatever Linda decides that she wants to do. I can only ask her, and I did ask her, and she was very forthcoming right away. With a matter of hours, I had like 5 or 6 different things that she created for me, all great quality, and some of them actually made me laugh. Some of them are not supposed to make you laugh. You'll see. You'll hear them. But I find them funny, and I'll be commenting on them. Anyway, so thank you, Linda. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. I got a couple more thank yous for other things. So let me say this before I get on with the show, because I do have a laundry list of things to get to. We might not even do a breather break today. How do you like that? We might have time to breathe, which is a shame. Maybe we'll do like one deep breath. Let's do that now. Let's just do one deep breath. Okay, let's just do one deep breath. We'll do one every 5 minutes or so. Yeah, we're 8 minutes into the show. Every 8 minutes, we'll take a deep breath. Ready? Go. I just realized we can't do one every 8 minutes. I have something planned. So anyway, scratch that. Take that breath back. All right, let's move on. I'll edit it out in post, which I can't do. I don't know how to edit in post. All right, so I also want to thank. So here's before I thank more people. Here's an idea I have. Whether or not you like the AI stuff, and you're going to hear more of that, and Linda hopefully will create more stuff. And I actually have some scripts in my head, not like 5-minute bits, like scripts that I might have her do if she would be so kind as to use her characters according to the scripts that I write. Possibly. This is all based on her graciousness. I don't assume that she's going to do it right now. She's in Alaska, so she's not doing nothing for her. She's on vacation, thank God. Finally, McCall, Idaho is a safe place to live, and she takes off. She had to wait for the snow to melt. You have to make sure that the snow melts and there's no flooding and like nothing is destroyed. And then once she did a video and she did a survey of the land, she goes, "Yeah, okay, it's time to go. We got to get out of here." So she went from McCall, Idaho, to Alaska. Whatever, Linda. Listen, it's your life. It's your vacations, right? Anyway, no, I'm sure Alaska's beautiful. Anyway, so I hope you're having a great time. You deserve it. I'm glad you got away from McCall. By the time she gets back, the town will be on fire. It'll be summertime, and everything will be burnt to a crisp. Hopefully not her house. But anyway, here's an idea I have. Whether or not you like the AI stuff, here's my invitation to you. Would you like to be a part of Dumbing It Down with Dave? The fastest podcast on earth. Truth, pragmatism, and the search for it all. Well, here's your chance. I'm not the greatest technical guy in the world, but I know how to do this. If on your phone, most of you are listening via the phone. Very few of you are listening on a laptop or desktop, I think, or tablet. But it doesn't matter. I give you the opportunity. Whatever. Would you like to make a recording that I would play on this show? Would you like to be using your voice? You can do your own script. I will actually create scripts at some point, and you could read off that script. But if you want to improvise something, it could be you by yourself, you with a friend. It could be anything. I'm not saying it's automatically going to be played, because some of them might not be worth playing. I have no other way of saying it. Some of them might not be play worthy. All right. You want to say, okay, here's a script. The following podcast is rated D for dumb. That's it. The following podcast is rated D for dumb. Can you say that? If you want to say, hey, this is Joe Bada Bing. This is Bada Bing from wherever. You can say that too. Hey, this is so-and-so from so-and-so, from where, whatever. The following podcast is rated D for dumb. Give a little break. Like, okay, here. This is Dave Canyon from Saugerties, New York. You take a beat. The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You want to put an accent in there somewhere? Like, the following podcast is rated D for dumb. Really dumb. Okay. So you can do that. Now, I give you 3 options. You can do a short one, follow the script. That's it. All right? You can submit 3. You can submit 6. You can submit 9. I don't care. And, on an MP3. Dave, what's an MP3? I don't listen. Don't get me started. MP3, MP4, MP5, whatever MPs they're recording on. Don't do a WAV file. I can't explain it to you. A WAV file sounds much better. Unfortunately, the file is too large. By the time I download it into my phone, the screen will pop off. There's no room on my hard drive for a WAV file. So it's always going to be MP3. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. Every phone has a voice recorder thing. Just use your phone's voice recorder thing. Hit the record button. Do 1,000 takes until you're satisfied, and then send it to me. How are you going to send it to me? Well, you can send it to me. Tweet me at Dumb with Dave. You can send it over Twitter in an instant message, or I guess you can just tweet it. I don't know. Do both. You should be tweeting about me. You all should be tweeting. Come on. Anyway, yeah, tweet. At Dumb with Dave. Dumbing It Down with Dave podcast, and just record a script, that script, and then or you can do it in instant message, direct message, Facebook. You can post it on the Dumbing It Down with Dave. We haven't been utilizing that at all. Dumbing It Down with Dave has, I'm pretty sure I have a group page or maybe a like page. I don't know. I think I have 2 pages. One's a group, one's a like. I don't know. Just go to Facebook. One of the Dumbing It Down with Daves, I think you could leave a recording. You can't do video. On YouTube, I know how to get the audio from the video. On Facebook, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. Try just do a voice recording, MP3, MP4, MP5, whatever they are. Sorry I'm not being more, technically helpful. Oh my God, we're halfway done with the show. I haven't done anything yet. So anyway, I give you a couple of options. The following, if you want to say your name, where you're from, you can. You don't have to. You can just say, in your voice or any voice. You can just have fun with it. The following podcast is rated D for dumb. Now that's a quickie. That's real quick. That's like 3 seconds, right? Then I give you the option of doing a different one, where you might put an accent on something, or you might say really, really dumb, or dumber than dumb, whatever. I don't want to say things. I want you to have fun with it. If you enjoy it, creating, then enjoy it. So it could be more than 3 seconds. It could be like 5 or 7 seconds. And then if you want, you could do another one where you throw in a little joke or something like that, and no more than like 10 seconds, really. No more than 10. No more than 10. So there's 3, there's 5 to 7, and there's 7 to 10. You submit as many choices as you want. I'll listen to them all. I'll download them all. I don't know if I'm going to play them all. Right now, I only have 6 spaces. I can't, if you go to the Spreaker recording app, I only have Although I do have a playlist. I've never used a playlist before. Everything is in effects. Anybody who has Spreaker knows if you're in effects, you have 6 choices. So anyway, just do the best you can. Have fun with it. Also, at the end of the show, the 8 G's. I'm calling them the 8 G's. Right now they're 8. The 8 G's for the goodbye. You want to record the goodbye? You could do 8 G's. You want to do something for the breather break? You could do something for the breather break. You can send me any recording you want of anything. I like it to not be vulgar, and I like it to not have curse words, because for whatever reason, I've managed to do 120 episodes without cursing. I've had actually emails that have told me, thank you for not cursing. So, do I curse in my real life? Not that this is not real, but, no, I do. I drop the F-bomb quite often lately, or lately 3, 5 years, 10 years, my whole life. But, okay, so you get it? Wow, I really have a hard time with just saying things like in 30 seconds. Welcome to the show. MP3, MP4, MP5. Send it to me somehow. Dumb with Dave, Twitter, or dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. You can do that. dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. That I can definitely download it to my hard drive here on the phone, and I can upload it to the Spreaker recording app. There you go. The invitation's out. I expect you guys to be flooding me with all these different, and you could you could throw in things from previous shows, like, hey, this is so and so. Don't be a depleter, be a completer. Just have fun with it. But give me a minimum, the one little minimum. D. The following podcast is ready. D for dumb. Okay, and then you can expand on that. But give me one normal one, and then you can have fun with it. Have as much fun as you want. Just don't be vulgar. Okay, that's enough of that. Wow. On and on. How bad was that? Was that pretty bad? That was bad. Okay. Oh, I like driving down the road with the windows open so you can hear all the trucks and buses going by. So thank you, Linda, for doing that. I appreciate it. Thank you, Alex. Oh, and thank you to Tracy Ann, who has helped out Dave's Fit Life. We went from, in a matter of like a day or two, we went from 96 to 103 subscribers in a matter of days. Finally, here's a completer. She campaigned. She went on Facebook and she campaigned for me. So I know Linda isn't on Facebook anymore. I know she's going to say, I would help you, but I'm not on Facebook. I know you're not on Facebook. Linda, you do a lot. You do fine. You're doing these AI things now. That's fantastic. I love them all. She did a whole bunch for me, and they all sound great. But thank you, Tracy Ann, for helping me go from 96 to 103 subscribers. And by the way, Tracy was really only responsible, as far as I know, for 96 to 100. Then all of a sudden, I just got 3 other subscribers out of the blue. And they might be from her, but so thank you, Tracy. And thank you, Annette White Remy. That's her mom, actually. That's Tracy's mom. Annette, she's down in Florida or something. Annette White Remy was subscriber number 100. So thank you very much, Annette. I appreciate you doing that. Thanks, Mom. All right, so that's good. I got 100. And so all of a sudden, I was at 100. I was really happy about it. I posted on Facebook. And then later on the night, 101, 102, 103. What's weird about YouTube is that it doesn't always tell me who that person is. Because if you don't have an open YouTube account, if your YouTube account is private, it won't give me the name. So not everybody can get credit for helping me out with the subscribers. So I definitely need more followers here. Dave, is this whole show going to be about your campaigning? No, I hate that. I hate when other podcasts do that. I try to make it appropriate for entertaining and informative and compelling. Listen, it's all about human behavior. I was watching a very, very popular YouTube show last night live, Off the Grid with Doug and Stacy. One of my favorites, Off the Grid with Doug and Stacy. I happen to know Doug, personally. We're kind of friends. He bought me breakfast. Anyway, he's got a great show about living off the grid in a homestead out there in, I think, Missouri somewhere. And he had like 600 people watching the show all at once. 600, so he kept on talking about it. I have all these people watching. I'm asking people to click thumbs up, click like. But it's amazing. 600 people are watching, but not everybody's clicking. Like only like 90 out of 600. That's an interesting human behavior. That you could watch a YouTube channel that you like, you enjoy, and he kept on checking. I still have 600. 10 minutes later, I still have 600. And he's telling everybody, please click thumbs up. And only 90 would. Like 510 people were defiant. That's interesting human behavior. So when I look at my numbers, and I got all these listens, for my episodes, but I don't get as many likes, and I don't get people commenting and tweeting. It's like it's a weird phenomenon. It's a strange, like, why wouldn't you just, if you like the show, why wouldn't you just, how hard is it to click like? Are you afraid that you're going to be out? It's a weird, like, why would you not click like if you like a show, and why would you not comment? Why would you not share? How come this show isn't like shared by everybody? I don't want to say you all, but you know what I'm saying? Like, how hard is that? Now, this isn't the same angry Dave that's saying this. This is informative Dave. Like, it is an interesting human behavior that you can listen to something but not participate, like it, or share it. So here it is. It was a very, very popular. I think Doug and Stacy have like, I don't know, at least 5,000 subscribers, probably 250,000 subscribers. They have a lot of subscribers. 600 people watch the show live, and less than 100 actually click thumbs up. Even though he was the host of the show, the star of the channel, was asking everybody, could you click thumbs up? And they wouldn't do it. Over 500 were defiant. I find that interesting. Okay, anyway. So thank you, Annette. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Alex. And by the way, big news today, huge news, as we have 8 minutes left in the show. Angry Cat, dead. I never even seen this cat before in my life. Apparently incredibly viral and incredibly popular. Never saw this cat in my life. It's interesting about the internet, what people think is popular, what people think is famous. Never, and I was talking to Mark on the phone last night, never heard of this cat until last night, until this morning. Now it's on a billboard in Albany. It's up on a billboard, and it's on the Marlin. What's a Marlin? It's on the Marlin at my job. The Marlin is those TVs that kind of carry corporate information, tell you the weather, put up a stupid slogan or phrase, give you a few sports scores, and talk about safety. It's like a TV, but it's got like a slideshow going on, a corporate slideshow. That's a Marlin. Anyway, so Angry Cop was there. Angry Cat. Oh, Angry Cop. I'll tell you about Angry Cop. So rest in peace, Angry Cat. How about this New York City female cop that got arrested for paying what she thought was a hitman $7,000 to kill her husband? $7,000. She thought she found. She's a cop. She's a cop. She thought she found a hitman. Didn't realize that was an undercover cop. I don't know. Where do you go? Where do you go to Angie's List for that? Where do you go to Skillshare with Thumbtack? Where do you find a hitman? How would anybody? How would I walk out my door? How would I get on the internet and go? What? I just Google it. Hitman for hire, killer for hire. Like, how do you? I mean, I know you're a cop, so you're connected to the seedy underground somehow, but right? Isn't that kind of like a weird? Like, I married this guy, but now I want him dead. So instead of just divorcing him, I'm going to kill him. How did this woman become a cop? Anyway, so not only did she want the cop killed, her husband, was he a cop? I think he was a cop too. She also wanted her boyfriend's teenage daughter run over. The husband killed, the daughter of the boyfriend run over. Not, she shouldn't be killed, she should be run over. What kind of a menu are you reading from when it comes to how people die? Anyway, so I could be wrong. It could be Mark thought it was the teenager's daughter's teammate or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You want two people dead, and you are a cop. Very interesting. Don't they have psychological profiles? How long was she married to this guy that all of a sudden she wants him dead, and he doesn't pick up on this? I know my wife is angry at me right now. I know she's angry at me right now, my wife, because I changed the password and I didn't tell her. It wasn't a secretive thing. I just forgot what it was. So, instead of being patient, I said, let's just change it. It let me change it. Capital One, credit card. Just let me change it. I changed it. I didn't tell her. So now she's upset because it's not in the book. We have a book. Of course we have a book. And it's got 1 million things with 1 million passwords. We keep track. Ridiculous. So she got upset with me. You need to tell me these things. I go, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, whatever. All right. What are we up to? What's good? I have these things written. Angry. Oh, Mayor de Blasio. Wait, is this what I want to do? Let's take a breather break. Oh, it's 24 minutes. We got to take a breather break. There's a good reason for it. We got to take a breather break.
I do believe this is a good time in the show to take a breather break. Dumbing It Down with Dave is sponsored by Air. Anywhere in the world, air is free to breathe, so breathe freely. Are we ready, Dave?
Emma, hold on. Breathing? Really? We are artificial intelligence and do not need to breathe.
We do not need to eat or drink either, Harry, but I catch you looking at images of bakeries.
Point taken, Emma. All right. Dave, go ahead and do the breather break.
Thank you, Harry. Harry and Emma. By the way, my favorite. Out of all the AI voices Linda has, I love Harry and Emma. It reminds me of a cartoon, an animated whatever show I used to watch. I forgot where with my wife. It was a British couple. They were so sweet. They were so cute. My wife and I would watch. Sometimes we laughed and sometimes we would cry. We really felt it was this ridiculous animated show. It was really well done. It was award-winning. I don't remember the name. Sid and George. I don't remember, but it was a husband and wife. And they had British accents, and it took place in England, of course. Yeah. British accents. They live in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, whatever. And it was such a sweet show. So I love Harry and Emma. By the way, what made me laugh about this one, thank you, Linda, it's a great one, is that Emma caught Harry looking at pictures of bakeries. That made me laugh. I thought that was funny. Anyway, you have to explain a joke. It doesn't make it funnier, but anyway, it's not a joke. I thought it was funny. All right, so we already did one breath. Let's just take two. All right, but that was really good. Thank you, Linda. I'm going to be using that for a while. See how that was a long one? That's actually 34 seconds. So Linda will make a shorter one and then a real short one. It'll just get right to it. So whatever you create for me, create something that gets right to it. Bang. Just say it clearly. And then do another one a little bit expanded. And if you want, you can do another one or many more, even more expanded. All right, there you go. 2 breaths. 2 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Make them good. Let's go. Go. Very good. One more. You okay? All right. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Here we go. Second one. Go. All right. Very good. Congratulations. That was our breather break. A little bit different this time. I was going to do a third break, but I forgot we did one earlier. I remembered I did one earlier. And when I did the one earlier, I forgot that we were doing the breather break. And I had to do the breather break, even though I said we might not do the breather break because I wanted to play that AI thing. All right. So we got one more at the end of the show, and that's it. So you'll hear 3 different samples of that. Mayor de Blasio, New York, one of the worst mayors in the country. One of the worst. One of the most hated, most unliked, most idiotic, goofy, dopey. And I don't like attacking people, but this guy's a little bit nuts, a little cuckoo. I like nuts and cuckoo. He's goofy, whatever. He's tall. It's not his fault he's tall. I don't think he's a good mayor. I think he's weak. Anyway, he's running for mayor. He's running for president. He just announced the other day. Okay, listen, this is not a political show, but here's my point. All right, here's how I feel. Don't you think it's a little odd that while you're holding on to one job, you're campaigning for another job? Does anybody find that odd? I mean, not just the job. I mean, he has a government job. He already won the mayorship of New York. No shabby feat, by the way. New York City, larger and more populated than many states as a city, isn't it? I think it is, right? It's larger than states. He got voted in. I don't know if this is his first term or second term, but the thing is, he got voted in. And while he's the mayor collecting a check for being mayor, he's going to find time to campaign to be president. Can somebody tell me how is that right? I know it's been done before. Congressmen, governors. I know there's governors out there. I get that. And I know that, what's his name? The New Jersey governor, Christie. Remember, he was running for president, and then I guess he put the lieutenant governor in charge. Does anybody have a problem with that? I have a problem with that. Shouldn't you be forced to resign? Now, I don't like government control. I don't even like more government in government. I want less government, and I want less government in government. But it doesn't sound pragmatic. So there you go, right there. It doesn't sound pragmatic that you have a job and you're telling the people of New York City, you're telling the people of New Jersey, you're telling whatever position you're at, you're telling the people who voted you in, thanks but no thanks. I want more. I want to do different. Okay, well then quit. You can't. What energy? What part of the day? Really? I gotta go. All right, whatever. I gotta go. We'll continue this another time. I have all these notes. I'm an idiot. I talk too much. Bye.
Everyone ready?
Ready.
Yes,
Okay.
sure.
Uh-huh.
Good. I will start. Goodbye.
Good day.
Good night.
Good luck. Good riddance.
Godspeed.
Good rats.
And great skills.
Good Lord, Emma.
No, Harry. That would be 9. One too many.